Welcome to Elite Sports Network. Today, we don't just look at a boxer. We look at a man who defined an era, challenged an empire, and shook up the very foundations of the world. This is the definitive story of Muhammad Ali. It began in the Jim Crow South. Long before he was the greatest, he was a boy in Louisville, Kentucky, facing the sting of segregation. A denied drink of water at a department store left him in tears, planting the seeds of a lifelong resistance. The world knows the story of the stolen red Schwinn bicycle, but it wasn't just about a bike. It was about a 12-year-old boy's first encounter with injustice and the police officer who told him, "You better learn how to fight first." Hidden from the cameras was a struggle with dyslexia. Words on a page were a maze, so Ali mastered the language of rhythm in his feet, in his fists, and eventually in his poetry. Boxing became his primary intelligence. In 1960, he almost didn't go to Rome. Terrified of flying, he reportedly bought a surplus parachute and wore it the entire flight across the Atlantic. He landed, and the world would never be the same. He won gold, but returned to a country that still wouldn't serve him a hamburger. The legend says he threw that medal into the Ohio River. Whether true or lost, the message was clear. A medal couldn't buy dignity in a segregated America. In 1962, he met Malcolm X at a Detroit diner. Malcolm became a spiritual father, guiding him through the pressure of fame and showing him that a black man could be radical, proud, and free. Sonny Liston was the big, ugly bear. No one thought Cassius Clay could win, but he danced, he stung, and he shook up the world. The day after, he revealed his new path. He was a member of the Nation of Islam. But fame came with a price. When Malcolm X split from the nation, Ali chose the organization over his friend. He later called turning his back on Malcolm the greatest mistake of his life. It was a wound that never fully healed. In 1967, the empire struck back. Ali refused to be drafted. "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong," he said. He gave up his title and his prime for his faith. He was a champion without a ring. Stripped of his license, Ali spent 3.5 years in exile. He supported himself by speaking at colleges, becoming an unlikely hero of the anti-war movement. He was proving that his spirit couldn't be caged. While the world saw them as opposites, FBI wiretaps revealed a secret friendship with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Ali told King he was his brother. In 1967, they finally stood together in Louisville. His training was a laboratory. To prepare for the rumble in the jungle, he sparred 200 rounds, intentionally letting partners hit him. He was conditioning his mind and body to handle trauma, preparing for the rope-a-dope. Ali ran in heavy, clunky combat boots. He believed this made his feet feel weightless during a fight. He even practiced punching underwater to increase his speed. He was a scientist of the sweet science. In Kinshasa, Zaire, he faced the unstoppable George Foreman. The world waited for a knockout, but Ali leaned back, absorbed the thunder, and struck like lightning in the 8th round. The king had reclaimed his crown. Manila was the closest thing to dying. In 100-degree heat, Ali and Joe Frazier went to war for the 3rd time. It was a test of pure human will in 100-degree heat. Both men left a part of themselves in that ring. The light began to dim. Losses to Leon Spinks and Larry Holmes were hard to watch. In 1981, the Louisville Lip spoke his final words in the ring. But a new, even greater chapter was about to begin. In 1984, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's syndrome. His voice was slurred, his hands trembled, but his message of peace and love only grew louder. He was becoming a world soul. In 1990, despite his illness, he flew to Iraq. Against the advice of the government, he negotiated with Saddam Hussein and successfully secured the release of 15 American hostages. He was a champion of peace. In 1996, the world watched in awe as a trembling Muhammad Ali lit the Olympic torch. It was a moment of profound vulnerability and supreme strength. He was the greatest once again. His final spiritual evolution led him to Sufism, a path of universal love. He moved beyond racial separatism to embrace all of humanity. He estimated he provided over 200 million meals to the hungry. When he passed in 2016, his heart continued to beat for 30 minutes after his other organs failed, a final testament to an indomitable spirit. He left as the people's champion, and he remains the greatest. Thank you for traveling this journey with us. Muhammad Ali's life was a masterpiece of courage and conviction. If you found inspiration in his story, please like, comment, and subscribe to Elite Sports Network for more. We'll see you for the next legend.